What is up, flock? Phoenix here, and welcome back to another Let's Talk About Farm Sim 25, I guess, video. We're going to be discussing Farm Sim 25 in this video, and my previous videos have not been all that positive, let's be honest. And it's still, I'm still not thoroughly convinced that this is going to be worthy of a new title. I still kind of think most of this could have been done with updates to the existing game. We shall see. I've been pretty negative on this, and it's because a lot of the features that they, especially early on when it was announced, a lot of the features that they were promoting, I guess you could say, were stuff that's really geared towards console players and like the younger generation of players. There was nothing for long time supporters of this game or this franchise, or like the more mature players. It was all like stuff that makes kids happy, I guess you could say, like the storms and all that. But things have changed. There's been some things that come out in the last couple of weeks that have changed my opinion somewhat, that they have listened to some feedback and they're going to be incorporating. It's just not the key things that they're really promoting on right now. Now, yes, I will be buying this game. I've seen a lot of people like, I'm not buying it. I own every single farming simulator from 2011, so I will be continuing. Actually, 2009. I do have 2009. So I will be buying Farming Sim 25. I'm not going to say I'm just not going to. I will be buying it. But my overall opinion on if this should have been a new title or it should just been an update to the existing game, I won't be able to tell you that until I get it in hand, if it's worth it or not. So after I play it for like a week, I will give you my honest opinions. I'll give you I'll do a video on my first thoughts. I'll do a video after a week on my honest opinions and all that. But let's go over some things that have been released over the last few weeks that I am excited for. So the first thing we have to talk about is the Oxbow EPD540E. It's a pea picker, and I'm super excited about that because that is something you commonly see running around my neck of the woods. There is a group that it's like 7 or 8 of them that go from field to field, so it's not uncommon when it's pea picking season to see these things running up and down the highway. Although this is not exactly what I see, it is neat to see pea pickers in game, and that's a new crop is pea. So I probably will be doing that just so I can drive a pea picker, because this thing does look cool. Let's be honest. The ones that run around here are older ones. So I think they are Oxbows too. I'm not 100% certain, but I just thought this looked cool. It's the only fact sheet that I've seen that I'm actually like, oh, that's awesome. A lot of the other stuff is just, it is what it is. Like, nothing that makes me go, ooh. This is the only one that's like, oh, that's kind of cool. So pea pickers, confirmed. The next thing that stood out, a lot of the things that they were promoting in this article, it's the preview, constructions, town projects, collectibles. A lot of this stuff, like, I was just like, make nice things. You can make pianos. You can, and it kind of crushed my hopes and dreams that we'd be able to use like horses, because the carriage, it's not like you can pull the carriage around with a horse. You can just make them. So that's it. Like, there's no like pulling them around with the horses, which kind of bum me out. The playground maker is kind of cool, where you can make like the playground tractors and stuff like that. That's kind of cool, but still, it's like meh. The monuments, just kind of meh to me as well. It's like that's cool. The only one that really I guess stuck out would be the grain elevator museum. That's really the only thing that made me go, oh, that's neat. The real kicker for this one for me, which got me, is build your own house. So you will be able to build your own house. It looks like it's not just one. There's actually a couple different houses. I wonder if you can build them all. They only show the in progress building of one. It's a log cabin, but they do show like a European style house, like a modern style house, and they show the grain silo house, which pretty sure 100% that's what PJs is going to live in for the entirety of 25 if he gets it. It's just the grain silo house. I just wonder if all of these can be built, because it doesn't, I don't think it says when your construction site is cleaned up, you can enter your new home. Maybe your multiplayer friends will want to check it out when you are brainstorming the next steps in the field. So you will be able to do it in multiplayer. So that was kind of cool, the fact that you can actually build your own house. Moving on, the goats. You'll be able to do goat milk and cheese, which that stood out. Like no different than what we can do now with cows. So this is just a retextured cow, pretty much. So instead of cows, you get goats. I love that they will incorporate more into productions, or we're gonna have a crap ton of productions going forward. That is and I shouldn't say retextured, because they will have like their own custom animations and stuff like that, but yeah, the way they work overall will be pretty much the same as cows. So anyway, just like the production stuff. I don't think there's anything on this one that stood out, so we'll go to this list I found on ModHub, which is top 10 features of Farming Simulator 25 that set it apart. Number 1 was next-gen graphics and realism farming, or next-gen graphics and realism. There's no like separation. It just goes in. The Farming Simulator 25 showcased an impressive upgrade in its visual engine. Not that I've seen so far. It doesn't look a heck of a lot different. It looks like 22 with shaders. So we will see how different it really is. But it's like what else? Okay, day and night cycles are more dynamic, and changing weather patterns such as fog, rain, and storms add a new level of realism, which we've already had fog and rain. The storms are a little bit new. We've had storms, but not like tornadoes. The updated, unless they're talking about like they completely revamped it, we'll see. The updated physics engine enhances how machinery interacts with soil, crops, and the environment, making farming processes more lifelike than ever. So we'll see. We'll see. Doesn't excite me, because I've been through this process before. Expanded crop variety. One of the standout features in the induction, which we get every year, we always get new crops. So that's not like a oh my god. But new crops include almonds, chickpeas, and sunflowers, which we've already had sunflowers before. So I don't understand how that's a new category. But so we're getting new crops. Woo. AI workers AI workers with improved intelligence. The AI worker system has been significantly improved, which that makes me happy. In this version, allowing a more advanced task to be assigned to hired workers. Now AI can manage entire farm operations, from field work to transporting goods to market, freeing players up to more strategic decision making. The automation feature is particularly particularly useful in large scale farms where micromanagement is overwhelming. So the first two just kind of like, all right, yeah, same thing. The same thing we promised every year. Number 3, if this is half as good as it sounds, I'll be happy. 4, livestock expansion. Farming Simulator 25 introduces a wider range of animals, including new species such as goats, ducks, and even deer. Managing livestock is more interactive with detailed breeding systems and animal behaviors. Players can now observe animals' daily routines and track health, production, and even genetic traits for breeding stronger and healthier livestock. That makes me go, ooh, okay. I've always been I've always been into the whole cow farming or dairy farming. The fact that we will have the option to breed healthier livestock, that I like the idea of that. So number 4 made me go, okay. Number 5, co-op multiplayer enhancements. The game's multiplayer mode has been seen major improvements, offering seamless cross-platform play between consoles and PCs. Don't care. Players can now form farming cooperatives with up to 16 participants. So, like it was prior to I think Farm Sim 22 or 19, where you could just all 16 people were on the same farm. Okay. Enabling collaborative farming where everyone plays a role, from planting and harvesting and managing finances and logistics. Isn't that what we already do? Expanded mod support. Modding has always been a core aspect of Farming Simulator series. The 25th installment, which is not the 25th installment, is the they haven't put out 25 games. Let me just put it that way. It's not the 25th installment. The release of Farming Simulator, they butchered that one. Anyway, let's take it to the next level. The modding community is giving greater freedom with advanced tools that follow for the creation of custom machinery, maps, and even new crops. Giants has also streamlined the mod sharing platform, making it easier for players to upload and download mods across platforms. Okay. Cool. 7. Advanced economic systems. The in-game economy has been completely overhauled, making the financial management aspect of farming more complex and rewarding. Oh, I like that. And we have a numbers guy, so we now have him his assignment nailed down. Players must now consider fluctuating market prices, global trade impacts, and weather-related supply issues. Additionally, there's a dynamic demand system where market needs change based on seasons and economic conditions, adding a strategic layer to farming. So that's pretty cool for me, where it's like if there's a storm, certain crops are needed, for I guess feed the people of that area or something. I don't know. So that I like the way of thinking like that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, number 8, realistic machinery. Farming Simulator 25 boasts a massive collection of licensed machinery from real-world brands like John Deere, Case IH, and New Holland. New machines have been added, including autonomous tractors, which allow for automated precision farming. Players can also perform realistic maintenance on equipment, adding to the immersion and management of depth. I would love to see that showcased. If like realistic maintenance, let's see it. If they've done it the way I would want, cool. If it's just like what it was before. Number 9, seasonal farming. The seasonal mechanics have been greatly enhanced with more realistic planting and harvesting schedules. Players must now carefully plan their activities around changing seasons, dealing with issues such as frost, heat waves, and pests. This creates a more authentic agriculture cycle where planning for each season's specific challenges become essential. Cool. We turn it off anyways. Number 10, dynamic environment and terrain modification. Finally, Farm Sim 25 introduces the ability to alter terrain dynamically. Players can reshape fields, build irrigation systems, which this is what got me excited. Like 1 through 9 was just like, okay, cool. Number 10, players can reshape fields, build irrigation systems. Now, I hope this is not just for freaking flooding a field for rice. I hope to God we have actual irrigation systems that we can build, because please, just please. And even create ponds or lakes for water management. The terrain deformation system also allows a new role how equipment interacts with land, adding to realism of soil compaction and erosion. So this is this is the list that got me excited for this game finally, because there's some little things in there that made me go ooh, like the irrigation systems. If it's just for rice, I'm gonna be pissed. But if it is actual gotta love it when my computer decides to restart in the middle of a recording. But anyway, as I was saying, if the irrigation systems just for rice, I'm gonna be really pissed. If it is for like actual irrigation systems, game changer. I want it so bad. But anyway, so this is the list that got me excited for actually finally excited for it. Now it gets even better because we go over 30 days to Farming Simulator 25. Here's what to expect. 1, enhanced graphics and realism. One of the standout features would be a graphics that is basically the same thing as before. Promise more immersive and realistic farming experience than ever before. Fields, crops, and machinery will look more detailed with real-time weather changes and seasonal effects that can impact your farm productivity. Expanded machinery and lineup, Farming Sim 25, blah blah blah, all the same jargon. New crops, farming techniques, expanded on the crop variety in previous editions. Farming Sim 25 will introduce several new crops such as flax, chickpeas, and more region-specific varieties depending on the map you choose. Pretty cool. So we're not going to be able to grow just anything anywhere. Alongside this, the game will incorporate modern farming techniques such as regenerative farming and precision agriculture, giving players more control over sustainability and environmental impact. Nice. More interactive animal husbandry. Animal husbandry has always been a core part of Farming Simulator and Farming Sim 25. Take it to the next level. The upcoming game promises more interactive and dynamic animal management with focus on livestock care, breeding, and even genetic traits that can affect productivity. Whether you're managing cattle, sheep, pigs, or poultry, you'll have to pay close attention to their health, diet, and shelter. Also, makes me happy. So I just full disclosure, I didn't read all of this. I'm reading it for the first time now, all the way through. Number 5, multiplayer enhancements. Multiplayer farming has become a fan favorite, allowing players to manage their farm together with friends. Farming Sim 25 will offer even more redefined player experience with extended co-op modes and better synchronization. Yes, for large farms, expect new team-based challenges, customizable roles, and cross-platform support, making it easier than ever to farm with friends around the world. So this here, there's 2 things here that stood out to me. 3 things, actually. The first being better synchronization. That has always been an issue with farming simulator games. The synchronization has always been off, whether it be the fields being different for different people, whether it be stuff missing, and all that. Better synchronization is something I've wanted for a long time. I think I've been asking for it since Farm Sim 19 came out. Happy. The next thing is customizable roles. So it's like, because we've already had the farm manager option. Are we going to get more roles? So like certain people focus on certain things. I'd love to see that. And the last one would be, where was it? New team-based challenges. So I'm curious of what that is, but that's pretty cool. Number 6, dynamic economy and marketplace. The economic system Farm Sim 25 would be more complex and dynamic. Prices of goods will fluctuate based on supply and demand, and global market conditions may affect how you manage your farm. With the addition of new commodities and trade routes, you'll have to make smart financial decisions to keep your farm profitable. Cool. 7, new maps and regions. Fans of the series always look forward to new maps, and Farm Sim 25 will deliver just that. The game will introduce 2 brand new maps inspired by real-world farming regions with its own unique landscapes, climate conditions, and challenges. In addition to these new environments, there will be enhanced versions of fan-favorite maps from previous games. Cool. Better mod support. The Farming Simulator community thrives on its robust modding scene, and Farming Sim 25 will make it easier for players to create, share, and download mods. Expect enhanced tools for map making, machinery customization, and gameplay tweaks, ensuring that the game will have endless replayability thanks to community-created content. Final thoughts. Oh. It's just the final thoughts on it. So, yeah. Overall, like I said, I'm still not 100% sold on this being oh my god, it's gonna be so great. I'm not totally convinced. I do think this will be better than what I thought it would be. I think it'll be a lot better than a lot of people thought it would be. But we will see. We'll see. Like I said, this probably will, unless something huge comes out, this will probably be my last video about Farm Sim 25 until we actually get it in hand. And like I said, I will do a first impressions video where I, as soon as I get it, I'll tell you what I think and all that. And then after about a week of playing, I'll do another video where I'm talking about like how it's grown on me, I guess. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, do me a huge favor and leave a like down below. It does help me out so very much, and I do appreciate it so very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming Simulator 25 videos, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. And as always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire.